Hey guys, Artosis here. Welcome back to ArtosisCasts. We are continuing here in our day 2 of mirror matchups. We're going to have a Zerg versus Zerg here today. In the bottom left, we have the #1 ladder Zerg in the world right now, the most aggressive Zerg pro gamer out there. It is ZeloT. I know a lot of people are enjoying his games. I certainly am as well. And he is going to be going up against someone, and I don't know who this is. And I actually even talked to Dude Nerd, who is the #1 identifier of pro gamers through their games and their replays and everything, and he can't figure it out either. This is a Zerg that has 9 accounts that are 2,500 MMR plus. So he has 9 accounts near the very top of the ladder. All of them are barcodes. His sub ID is Luminous. If anyone knows who that is, do let me know. But obviously a really strong player that is practicing like crazy right now. There's a few players like that. Speed is super active. Motive is super active. This guy is super active. And yeah, I guess we'll see it. We're going to call him Luminous, since that is his kind of like, you know, the BattleNet ID that you choose, and then you choose an actual ID for playing. But yeah, it's all barcodes for him. But yeah, he is the red Zerg in the top left of Radeon here. They're both scouting with their first overlords in the wrong directions. So it looks like we'll be a very even opener. And it is, in fact, going to be a pool first here. But this is an overlord before the pool. So it's like 11 pool into hatchery from ZeloT. So the theory behind this is that ZeloT is ahead with this build. He is simply going to have more larvae, but his spawning pool will be quick enough that Zerglings mad out of this one should not do any sort of damage to him. You know, that is the little rock, paper, scissors aspect of openers. And I guess that kind of exists in all the mirrors, but by far to the biggest degree in Zerg vs. Zerg. It's part of why Zerg vs. Zerg is very volatile. It's part of why Jaedong dominated back in the Kespa days amongst Zergs, and it's part of the reason why Sulky took so long to start winning all these championships, because he's been championship level for years and years and years, and Zerg vs. Zerg really held him back from the volatility aspect. So yeah, just kind of a little side fun fact. Another thing just to mention, as these Zerglings are being made in a layer, is on the way. I would love to hear your guys' feedback on occasionally throwing in a mirror matchup here and there. I know one guy in the comments has been very much all about it. So here you go, guy. Congrats. I want to say guy in the chat, but it's guy in the comments. The fact that every time I went to the bathroom, I had to see you complaining about no mirror matchups. Here it is. I hope you enjoy all these Zerglings that are being made. So, Luminous right now sending like 1 Zergling out to scout. He's keeping the rest up at the top of his ramp. He is getting Zergling speed. We'll see if he cancels that. Sometimes it gets canceled to get money for another Mutalisk. I don't think it will be. It seems like he's going to play a very aggressive style here. ZeloT actually hasn't been able to scout what's going on yet, so his first Zerglings are going to come up and be able to do that. Of course, seeing the hatchery here is going to tell Luminous basically what he needs to know. That is obviously a hatchery first, so he's going to know how slow the Spire is for the most part. And here we go. A lot of Zerglings coming across the map. Now, ZeloT has to make quite a few lings himself here. He doesn't have any sort of static D or anything. So it's a little bit nerve-wracking. He might need to pull some drones. Yeah, he is pulling a few drones. Now, he is up 4 workers right now, and he has more larvae. So those are 2 things that go well for him. Now, he tries to block at the ramp. And actually, it goes pretty well for ZeloT, considering the numbers. I thought it might actually be a little bit harder than that, but he actually holds pretty well, and then more Zerglings pop out. You can really see why ZeloT is doing so well. That was like an excellent hold. It didn't feel to me like he was ready as the lings came across the map, but really superbly done. Blocks it wonderfully, and now he has more larvae, so it feels to me like he's probably a little bit ahead. If you look at this, right? 13 drones to 9 right now. Single creep colony going up. This is going to be a sunken, because Luminous is going to need to make sure that Zerglings cannot kill him. That's going to be his weakness. He needs to save some larvae for his Mutalisks. And so basically these will probably come back, hold this ramp, then back up to the sunken as they start to get broken. So you want to slow the lings as much as possible. And then, well, here he didn't even have them in a arc, so makes sense to just pull back immediately. And 3 mutas are being made. So it's all about holding this off. ZeloT right now is just spamming out lings. He has a Spire on the way, so as long as he can keep the mutas over here dealing with his lings, he might be okay still. I'm a little bit surprised we don't see an Evolution Chamber. A little bit nervous for him. He gets Second Gas, so this might be a Scourge-based defense that he's going to end up going for. Muta's starting to pop out. The Muta's going to fly across the map. Second creep colony going up next to the Spire, and that's probably to try to prevent any surround as well as to defend the general area, because this is one area that the Sunken doesn't reach to. I love that placement, absolutely 100%. Now the drone's going to have to drill in front of the Sunken very likely. Oh, I'm surprised he went down there. He should drill down here. Yeah, there you go. There you go. So he is taking some damage for sure. In the meantime, these mutas, of course, are getting a lot of free kills over here. This one not actually attacking, which is a problem. He does pull them back against those incoming Scourge. And he has another muta flying down. Okay, so let's look at what this micro looks like, because that, oh my god, he actually kills them all without taking a hit. Excellent micro. Oh! And then he loses one. You can see how efficient those Scourge really can be in these situations. Now, Luminous microing pretty heavily against these drones in the mineral line, and in fact, he does just have more mutas and more health here. So you can see it's like, what is this, 5 mutas? No, 4 mutas against 3, so he's definitely getting ahead there. ZeloT has Scourge coming out. Oh my god, did you see how quickly he targeted that Scourge that came out of the egg? Really well done. And now he's getting multiple drones. Really fantastically done. Hurting the economy so badly. Meanwhile, back at home, he does have a terrible amount as well. Jeez. Okay, so hold on. ZeloT just killed all those mutas. So he kills all the mutas while we were trying to check the drones. Now, this is great land defense. Lings won't do anything to him anymore, so it's all about, okay, how many Scourge, how many muta, how many drones are you making? Down at this side, there is possibilities for things like Lings to deal damage, so you never know. You might see a couple Lings pop out to go down and try to hit with those. And ZeloT actually goes up to 10 drones. That's a pretty big deal, 10 drones. He is way killing on that drone count. So let's count. 3 mutas. He has 2 more on the way, so he's going to have 5 mutas, 2 Scourge. Okay. What do we have here? 2 mutas, 4 Scourge. Couple Lings. But look at this. Out of position. Out of position. It could make a big difference here. Do you actually hit? Okay, so he brings the mutas down to hit, and the Scourge are going to try to catch the mutas as they fly back. Very smart move here. Leaves them in a position to just get sick hits. Dude, really well done. And in the meantime, the 2 Lings hit that natural. See, this is what I was talking about. Just 2 Lings can make all the difference. When you don't have any static D, you have to defend everything with the Mutalisks. You don't actually want to make Lings as ZeloT because they aren't useful against double Sunken and no expand. Crazy. Really good tactics here from Luminous. Really good tactics. And now he's got... Well, he did have the drone advantage again, but ZeloT is going to make some more drones. Crazy situation. He still has 2 very high health mutas. But look, 5 mutas? I think if you just mine extra gas and make a bunch of Scourge, you're probably going to win as ZeloT. And it looks like that's what he's doing. Look at this. 4 pairs of Scourge against 2. That's basically what he's going for. 2 Scourge here flying in. Like, he can even trade Scourge for Scourge. It doesn't matter. Like, just if his Scourge connect at all, he should be able to win this. He's just got a bit more. So Scourge chasing these mutas down. The Lings coming into his mineral line and actually getting some drones. Okay, doesn't quite get that one, so that's nice. The 1 muta flying away. Oh, he actually got a hit. Dude, 6-6 right now. ZeloT just continually remaking those drones, though, every time he loses them. Kind of a wild game. I am quite enjoying this. Okay, Luminous is going to GG. Nothing left for him there. ZeloT showing some pretty high-level mastery of Zerg vs. Zerg. You know, definitely, again, it can be a very volatile matchup, but I think his block of the Lings down here was very, very strong. The fact that he was re-droning every single time was really nice. Felt like he got out of position one time killing this Overlord over here, but that was about it. Other than that, I felt like he played a pretty awesome game. Luminous, for me, the best moment was bringing the Scourge over and sitting them in like kind of a random place in between the mutas and where the mutas had to go. Very, very smart, because if you see them coming, that's That's one thing. When you click back home, a lot harder to see. So guys, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this CVZ, and we'll see you next time.